how's it going? It's Booker Dog again. We're just putting a scope on this 35 whelen. We were supposed to be putting on a pro staff. The guy sent me a Buckmaster, so I'm going to put it on. He gave me a heck of a price on it, so I am going to keep it, and he's sending me the other one out. So he was really good about it. In fact, he sent me this Buckmaster out for 4x12 for $80. I thought that was more than fair. Apologized about it and everything. He's a good guy. Took him a little long to get the shipping out, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. So anyway, we're going to put this on the whelen, 35 whelen, and all I did was started using these rings. They're made for they're kind of like a Weaver ring mount, but they're an aluminum ring. I have talked to a couple guys that have used them that have put them on, you know, 300, 338s, and they've done really well. So we'll see how they do. I usually like to go with steel rings, but we'll see how it goes here. It's dark kind of here, so I was going to bore sight this. I was going to try out the new bore sighter I have. We'll see how, if that is even a thing I'm going to be able to do. Scope's pretty good. I, for some reason, have I don't know if it's my eyes or what it is, but I usually have to be pretty close to the scope. And that can cause problems too, but I think I'm going to have to slide that back a little bit in the mounts. We'll see how it goes here. That's pretty good right there. Pretty straight, what do you know? I think more in the daytime. I'm going to have to go and try to get this. I usually like to put it on the highest power, and then go from there. Make sure when I bring it up, I've got a whole clear point of view looking through the scope. None of the dark stuff coming in on the sides. That's just kind of how the way I've always done it. And also, yeah, I still can't find my clip. I have to order another one from TC. I just can't believe I've lost that clip. And after I took, you know, time to sand it out and stuff to get it to fit right and everything, I just have misplaced it. It just took me off. I got this little light here and it's worthless. I need to put some more lights overhead. It's amazing when you start working on this stuff. I think when I was younger I could work on it in the complete dark. And now it's not going the way I'd like it to. So, anyway. But I'm pretty happy with this little rifle. It moves good. Scope's clearance from the scope. You know, it's for the price you pay for it. I mean, I've got a 35 whelen. Yes, I do have 250 into reboring it, but I have also it cost me 250. The reboring just did was excellent. I mean, he does a great job. I've heard from other people that he's done a really good job, so I sent mine off, and yes, he does a great job. You know, so you've got a $500 gun here, not counting the scope, and a 35 whelen, and you can hardly find a used 35 whelen anything under $600-700, and that's usually, you know, old Mauser action or an old Springfield action that was made into 35 whelen. A lot of the Remington 700s that were 35 whelen, you look on Gun Broker or something, they all go for $800, $900, $1,000. This just kind of gives me exactly what I want. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm not sure if I want to go with a Boyd's lightweight stock on it. I'll have to weigh this stock out and see what the difference is between the Boyd's lightweight stock. Also, I've been thinking about getting one of the Boyd's through the finger hole stocks. I've never had one. If you guys have ever had one, let me know on the comments what you think of them, and if you've always been, you know, just the regular way it always was, and then you got one with the thumb hole in it. I'd really be interested to hear what you have to say. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's a nice little package, like I said, for $500. You know, I still don't have everything I'd like to have into it, but I guess you would look at it this way. If I did put everything, I did do a $9 trigger job. That's right, I forgot about that. The trigger job with a beaver. God, what is his name? Beaver Hunt or something. Let me look. I got a card for him. Let's see. Yeah, so it's the trigger springs for old Beaver Gunsmith. Anyway, reduced power springs, adjustable 2.5 Thompson & Center compass. I didn't get quite 2.5. I got about 2 3/4, but that could be my trigger puller too. I'm going to go ahead and probably start reloading some loads up. I don't know if I'll do it tonight or not, but I want to get, I got two different types of, well no, I've got 3 different types of powder. I can't get or find, I've went to 3 different places, any Reloader 15. I used to use Reloader 15 about, God, 25, 30 years ago. You know, I've got the 4064, I have 4320 IMR. That's a new one for me. I have never used 4320. 4895, I like to find some 4895. I can't find it. Went to 3 different places today and nobody had it. It was just kind of like, you know, Reloader 15 was gone, and I've heard good lucks with 4064. I'll give it a try. I've got some loads made up, but I want to make it up with about 3 or 4 different types of powders and see what comes out best for me. I have a trip planned for BC, Canada next year, moose hunting. It's kind of a combo hunt where moose, black bear. So, you know, I'm kind of looking forward. I'm taking this. I'm really, hopefully, I can get this rifle all to where I need it to be and take it. I will be taking a backup too. I have a 7mm Magnum in this I'll be taking with me. Most of the shots, from what they've said, are all within about 250 yards. So with a 250 grain nozzler partition, this should be just the ticket. We'll see what we'll see when it comes to that. I'm already looking forward to it, and it's a long ways off. But as we all know, the older we get, faster time goes. I think our dads always told us that. We didn't believe the word he said when he said, "You'll be thankful. You'll be feeling you wish you were back in high school. You wish you were back in class doing homework." Yeah, I think I know what he means. So anyway, I just put a scope on. I have a Weaver scope kit. I'm not, you know, it just kind of comes back to you when you do this stuff. And things have gotten a little easier nowadays. We don't have to drill holes, and it's just gotten a little bit easier. Everything's made it easier to put scopes on and everything else, and I really don't even know if I'm going to need it. I know I'm going to want to make sure that the mounts are exactly pretty much the same here and here, so I have two things that come together. It's in the scope kit to a point. If one of them's off, then you've got to kind of shimmy off some in one of your rings so it's exactly together like that. That means you'll be having even pressure on your scope tube when you tighten it up. They also, you know, there's also leveling it to where the level's top here to the level that's top to the right in here in the chamber. You pull the bolt out and put a level in the chamber, put a level here, your level, you know exactly that the scope's going to be on a straightaway. And there's just a little other things that I do, you know, I can say, but when you can take it out and do this and shoot great groups, I don't see the extra. Maybe the extra will help me shoot even better groups. That's yet to be seen. I know I'm going to get a muzzle brake on it because I plan on doing a lot of shooting on it. I have a company back in Wyoming that makes muzzle brakes that I've gotten from before, and they're extremely, I found them really nice muzzle brakes. Now, you know, they are kind of expensive. They are about 75 bucks, and most people say, you can just get them off of eBay for, you know, $19.95 or 25 bucks. Well, I've done it both ways, and the recoil reduction, the accuracy, if you're going to get a muzzle brake, get yourself a good muzzle brake. You know, just don't go with just because it's a cheap price. I mean, and we're talking a cheap. I'm not talking about a cheap price on muzzle brakes, and we're looking at a cheap rifle. But you know, the ones I get from this guy, the recoil reduction on them is extremely good. The accuracy that goes through them is great. So, you know, and I will, when I get it, I will show you, and I will post some of his information, or if you want some of his information, you can contact me. I guess we're not supposed to give information like that out anymore. It's been so long since I've been on YouTube too. You know, I do have some saw videos, I think, from a long time ago when I was racing saws. That was always kind of a kick. Chainsaws, that is. So, anyway, let me know, guys, what's going on and what you're thinking out there. If you got some load information for a 35 whelen, I would really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just getting back into it and would love to hear from some of you guys. Let me know. Thanks. Bye.